Hi, St. John's. You can probably imagine how excited I am to come to you today to talk about something new on the horizon. May 9th, we will have the chance to worship again in our sanctuary. It's new because we're in a brand new chapter of life. We've experienced something over the past almost 15 months that we never imagined experiencing before. And one of the things I want to tell all of you is how proud I am of you and our congregation, our church family, for the way that we have adapted and bobbed and weaved through this whole new time of creating something new so that we could continue to worship and be together and be the body of Christ that God calls us to be. And now on May 9th at 10 in the morning, you have the chance to come back into the sanctuary for the first time in 15 months to worship together in this place. Things will look different, and we've got Candy and Jonathan here today to describe that for you just a little bit to manage your expectations. But let me just say two things. You can see over my shoulder that we will be projecting things on the wall. No screens in the sanctuary, but we do have two projectors that have been given to us by two members of the church who had a vision. They had vision for what would be needed after we came back. We don't have hymnals and Bibles and offering envelopes and pamphlets in the pews anymore. So everything will be projected up on the wall, the hymns, the liturgy, and everything will be visible to all of us. And it will be glorious. Secondly, if you're not comfortable coming back into the church, we completely understand that. We will continue to have our parking lot services for the foreseeable future. We will also have our online service on YouTube that many of you access every single week. And the podcast, which has been going now for a couple of months, will continue as well. All of the information on those options for worship you can find on our website at www.sjlcl.org. Let's let Candy tell us a little bit about what to expect on Sunday mornings when you come, and then Jonathan.
Hi everyone, Candy here from the church office. I'm so glad we're able to get back together and worship in person. And in order to do that, you're going to have to register before you come into worship by going to our website, www.sjlcl.org, and click on the button that says Register for Worship. Once you click on it, you will need to enter your name, your email address, and the number of people who are attending from your household. Or you could call the church office and I'd be glad to help you register or answer any questions you might have. You can call us at 952-469-4916. Registration is necessary because there is a maximum of 100 people who can attend in the worship space. And so when you arrive, which we ask no more than 20 minutes ahead of time, someone will meet you at the door and they'll remind you to sanitize your hands, to wear your mask, and to social distance. And yes, everyone needs to wear a mask even if you've been vaccinated. Plus, you'll get a seating assignment. Jonathan has a nifty arrangement for setting up seating assignments, and just think of that adventure that you'll have when you get to sit in a new spot for you in the sanctuary. We ask you limit your access to the bathrooms and you practice no shaking hands or hugging. In other words, embrace the adventure, not your neighbor. And as a reminder, there's no coffee hour or gathering in the narthex. We have learned so much about being patient in this past year, and we know the day will come when we can gather again in the narthex. But if you do find yourself on the furniture in the narthex, just give it only 2 minutes max. So go to the website, click on Register for Worship, and enjoy the new adventure of worshiping in person.
Each family will be given assigned seating for each Sunday. These seating assignments will be charted upon a large printout of the sanctuary blueprints. An usher will ask for your name as you check in and then walk you to your assigned pew and seats. At this time, only 1/3 of our pews will be open to allow for maximum social distancing, and as pandemic infection numbers improve, we will slowly expand seating. At first, during worship, bulletins, hymnals, and Bibles will be removed from the pews. The congregation will follow along with the order of the worship as it is projected upon the walls at the front of the sanctuary. In an effort to minimize the number of aspirant particles that are released during the air, Congregational participation will be limited to prayer responses, the Apostles' Creed, and the Lord's Prayer. Music and hymns during worship will be handled by the organ and a single singer. During this time, the text for the hymns will be projected upon the screen, and you will be asked to meditate upon that text. Again, this policy will be subject to change as the pandemic situation improves. Holy Communion and offering will function in the sanctuary much as it has during our parking lot worship services. For offering, the ushers will come around with these long-handled wicker baskets and reach out to you in the pews. This will limit passing the plate as we normally do within the sanctuary. During Holy Communion, we will place that part of worship at the end of the service. Ushers will release each row from their pews, and they will come forward to a communion station to receive the host and the wine. At this time, you will be invited to remove your mask, to consume the host and the wine, and then you'll be directed to exit the sanctuary into the narthex and leave the building promptly. Now, we all enjoy this time of fellowship in the narthex after worship completes. However, at this time, to make sure that we reduce exposure to each other, we will remove this part of our Sunday routine that we so deeply appreciate. Once again, as numbers improve and stabilize over an extended period of time, we will gladly return to Sunday fellowship in the narthex.
Welcome home, St. John's. You know, we've been home the whole time, haven't we? Church never shut down. We just found different ways to do church. You've been at home in the parking lot. You've been at home online. And now you'll have the chance, if you'd like, to come back home to the sanctuary. I am looking so forward to May 9th and the weeks after that with you. Share with me in giving thanks and praise to God for every good gift in our lives. I'll see you soon. May 9th, whether you're in here in the sanctuary or out in the parking lot. God's blessings, everyone.